I'm joined now by the head coach of the UNH men's basketball team, Coach Bill Herrion, who's in his 9th season here as head coach of UNH. What's it been like coaching and being a part of the UNH culture?
Well, it's been a challenge, for 9 years. But when the job came open 9 years ago, I had moved. I'm a New Englander from Massachusetts, but being in coaching has taken me to different parts of the country. And when the job opened, what really interested me in coming back to UNH was the fact when I coached at Drexel for 8 years, we were in the same conference with UNH. So I had familiarity with this league, with the America East. It's a great part of the country. And what I've found, since coming back here to New Hampshire and working at UNH, there's just great people here, and that's what makes the job so special.
Sure. Let's get right into the season. Many ups and downs this season. You guys have been battling a lot of injuries, but the guys are finally starting to get into the groove. Some really good past games. You guys had a really big win over Stony Brook, beating them. It snapped their 23rd home game win streak, which is a pretty big win for you guys. Talk about what that means for the program.
Well, I tell our guys all the time that, our goal in our men's basketball program here at UNH every year is to try to win the America East Championship. And ultimately, we would love to get to the NCAA tournament. I think to do that, though, you have to beat the teams that have been kind of the dominant teams in your league. Stony Brook, Vermont, Albany have been 3 teams that have really dominated this league for a while. So the win at Stony Brook was a great win. I think what's happening with our basketball team is, yes, we have battled a lot of injuries. We've had to kind of recreate our team a handful of times this year. We're finally healthy. It's the first. This past week was the first time we've had all of our players available for practice. But in a funny kind of way, in a strange way, what the injuries have done though is it's really forced us to play our younger players, and I think our younger kids have really emerged and really improved this year, which I think is going to help us in the long run.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit more about the younger players. Talk about someone who stood out for you, maybe Armstrong, for instance.
Well, we knew Jacoby Armstrong coming in. He's a freshman. He just turned 19 years old this past week. He's a young kid, but he's got a man's body. He's about 6'7", about 240. So he's got great, physical abilities right now. And his upside is great. What he's been battling, as many freshmen do, is a lot of inconsistencies, and he's really battling foul trouble. He's lost a lot of minutes this year because of fouls. So I think the next step with him is trying to keep him on the floor, keep him out of foul trouble, because we think his numbers can really get better, and he can have a major impact on what we do.
Sure. A lot of the young players have been really fun to watch. But moving on to veterans, too, they've been fun to watch as well. Let's talk a little bit about Pelcher. He's had an up-and-down season with injuries, but in the 13 games he's played, he's had 7 double-doubles. So he's been a really strong force for you guys this year.
Yeah, when he went down after the 6th game this year with the leg injury, it was a real hit, especially on the offensive end of the floor. He's a premier post player in our league. He draws a lot of attention. And I said this back when he got hurt. It wasn't the fact so much that he got hurt, but it was the way he was playing when he got hurt. First 6 games of the year, he had 4 double-doubles, and I'm talking, 19 and 15, major double-doubles. So when he went down for 12 games, I think it really affected our team on the offensive end of the floor. But now we've got him back. We're finally getting everybody healthy. Patrick Conan's coming off a stress fracture in his shin. So I think this team can make a run here down the stretch if we stick together.
Sure. And Hartford coming up this weekend. Talk about how you guys are preparing for them.
Well, it's a big game. We've got 5 regular season games left in the season. And we're kind of right in the middle of the pack. And what we're trying to do is our goal and our philosophy and our mindset is we got to do whatever we have to do to win every next game. It's on the road. Hartford's playing very, very well right now, shooting the 3 extremely well. We're going to have to guard the 3. But it's a big game because we're trying to climb the ladder and get the highest seed that we can get. And Hartford is a team that's right in front of us.
Sure. Well, thanks for joining me today. Good luck the rest of the season. Head coach of the UNH men's basketball team, Coach Bill Herrion.